Our Zips question today sponsored by Tire Depot. It's a fact. Excessive summer heat like today wears your tires out more quickly, so don't drive around on your snow tires all summer. Get them changed over to brand new tires. Celebrating 25 years, Central Connecticut's #1 homegrown tire source, Tire Depot. Got a warehouse full of tires. Cooper, Michelin, BF Goodrich, Hankook, and more. Tony Perrone, his team of experts will get you back on the road quickly. Go to TireDepotCT.com for more, or just stop by right behind Betting Barn on Route 6 in Bristol. So, what are we making of the CT Sun? Are they going to Boston, or are they going to, what is the People's Bank Arena?
Dom keeps alluding to it, but he never really said it during the interview. Whalers all over again, man. It is Whalers all over again, and now I get it. Now I understand what you guys are going through. I understand the pain, the investment that has been made over years.
Instead of spending $300 million on this team, why don't you build a new arena? Dump this old arena.
They're trying.
Take it down to the ground and then build a new one. And maybe teams will want to come here and expand.
See what it looks like. It just reminds me of the same talk that I have heard from when the Whalers went to North Carolina. Some of the same stuff. It's obviously owner-driven. It's obviously money, and the league wants it. Players don't want to play here. Like, the free agents don't want to come here because of it. And then, what's next for Connecticut? The Yard Goat's going to get taken by somebody. The Colorado Rockies going to move them.
They're not going to move that. Stadium's amazing. But what I'm saying is they've tried to get the Rays up here. They've tried to get other teams to come up here. You're not going to get anybody unless you have the facilities. That's why this ownership group came in, paid a record amount of money for them, but is also willing to invest in a new facility so that you can attract the best players to Boston.
I just don't. To me, it hurts. It just
absolutely it hurts.
I mean, this is the long history of this is that back in 2003, that was the first year of the Connecticut Sun. It was after 4 years of the Orlando Miracle playing as one of the inaugural teams in the WNBA. So 4 years down there, poached by the Connecticut Sun, and it's been 23 plus years soon to be of just growth and excitement. And
that's the thing, man. It's like 10 years ago, nobody cared. I'd have to tell people, like when I moved here and went to WNBA games and still to like a little bit to this day.
Because they were larger than the league, but then all of a sudden the growth in the last couple of years were now just average teams around the country in big markets are getting 10,000 fans a game. Exactly. And if God forbid Caitlin Clark or a Paige Beckers or some star like that shows up, boom, you're going to get 12 to 15,000. And so that's way better than them averaging 7,600 a game.
And that's good for them, and that's good for the team, and that's good for the players. But the fan, man, the Connecticut fan, they just have CT on it. Like, I understand it's still in New England.
I like the Black Wolves, man. I like their pro lacrosse team. You forget that, man.
Stop opening up all these wounds, dang. But just like losing the CT and losing that representation to the state of Connecticut is the heartbreak for me.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, just thinking about the WNBA all told, we aren't that far removed from, WNBA mock drafts where you would say, okay, the third overall pick in the draft is going to be this player because none of the other teams are going to draft this player because, it's a UConn player needs to go play for the Connecticut Sun. Yeah. Like, that's how the league was operating a decade ago.
They weren't the only ones either. Like,
right.
Indiana Fever were only drafting Notre Dame and Indiana and Ohio State for a while.
Because that's what would drive tickets. Right. And now we are in a totally different discussion of money and revenue and just it's the TV eyeballs that are making this, in one breath not profitable if you actually look at the accounting books, but everybody knows that this is a rocket ship of a league, and moves like this are, I just think back to how lucky the fans of the Green Bay Packers are that it's the smallest market in the country that has a professional sports team,
and you could buy in for like $100 or whatever, you get a piece a little bit of the Packers,
right? And to think, okay, the NFL can sustain having a market in Green Bay, Wisconsin, but the WNBA can't sustain having a team in Uncasville, Connecticut, which is in the absolute cradle of women's basketball history of this country.
It is like you had a band And they were like your band, man. And you saw them at all the local spots. You went to Toads and you saw that band. Like
Right.
nobody was going to Toads. And now all of a sudden they never come back to Toads. Why? Because they're too big now.
Right.
What
They're
happened to
too
that
cool.
lead singer of Destiny's Child?
Exactly.
Whatever happened to her?
Like that stuff.
Yeah.
You're really talking. I'm talking like when Aerosmith was coming to Toads. Then all of
I
a
could go
sudden,
back to like David Bowie and the Police
Hey, and those-
coming to Toads.
Those tickets used to be $5.
Blondie.
Now,
Yep.
how much are you paying for a David Bowie ticket in 1995 compared to what you were
Right.
paying for it at Toads when nobody knew who the dude was? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's outgrown itself. Just for our fans, though, for the Connecticut fan, like, I do think about the Whale all the time when I'm having this discussion because it feels a lot like it must have when it happened and they went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
It was Whaler Weekend, though. You bring that up.
Oh my gosh, they did this on Whaler Weekend?
Yeah.
Are you serious right
Oh, yeah.
now?
Well, and let me give you another shot at the Yankees. So when the Marlins were in the ninth inning, I think, maybe it was the ninth inning, they started playing to troll them, Sweet Caroline.
Wow.
Because it was the first time ever they were going to sweep them, so they were playing Sweet Caroline, which really must have offended the Yankee fans down there.
When you're winning, you can do that thing.
That's
but-
right.
For them.
Well, hopefully they do tit for tat when they smoke the Marlins. I don't know. What
They'll
are they
have to
known
wait.
for?
They'll have to wait. Wow.
All right, we come back. Let's talk some NFL. We got injuries. We had holdouts. We got all kinds of stuff. Preseason, Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
It was kind of a snooze fest, but it was still some football. And we had a lot of good speeches, too. A lot of tear jerkers over the weekend at the speeches. So we'll be right back.